Hi, this is a very common question and it relates to digestive enzymes. The question is, shall I take digestive enzymes because my naturopathic doctor is recommending I do? Uh, Now I have a different perspective on taking digestive enzymes. Um, Ideally, it is best to set the preconditions for your digestive system to function without the help of additional digestive enzymes before you take recourse to such measures. And I definitely will recommend that you improve the digestive function through cleaning out the liver bile ducts, which will allow more bile to come through into the small intestine. That will help you digest your food much more effectively than if you just took digestive enzymes. The digestive system is a very, very complex system, and it is linked up to not just to the organ, the small intestine, which is the primary place where the digestion is completed and where assimilation of nutrients occur, but the stomach obviously, which produces hydrochloric acid and other secretions in order to digest the food or pre-digest it. But the digestion begins in the mouth. We literally produce digestive enzymes when we masticate the food just by keeping it in the mouth and chewing on it. The salivary glands will produce digestive enzymes. Now, many people don't do that very well, and they swallow the food after chewing on it like 2, 3, 4 times, and it goes down into the stomach. And what that does is that it prevents the actual digestion of the food in the stomach. And this can lead to digestive problems later on in the small intestine and create fermentation or putrefaction in the large intestine. So by neglecting this, very, very, sometimes, not very important, or most people don't consider it to be very important, a part of the digestive function, which is the mastication, the chewing, swishing the food around the mouth so it is saturated with digestive enzymes, because that takes care of about 80% of the enzyme needs to prepare the digestive process in the stomach. 80% of all carbohydrates require the digestive enzymes contained in the saliva. So if you bypass this function, you will have a lot of undigested carbohydrates that linger in your small intestine and will start to decompose, where they will attract a lot of candida bacteria, which will complete the digestive process, which is in this case called fermentation. And however, the fermenting bacteria, the yeast bacteria, will produce toxins which can create a great deal of irritation. And as these toxins get absorbed into the bloodstream, it can cause brain fog, it can cause skin problems, it can cause hair problems, it can cause all kinds of inflammatory responses in the body because of not chewing the food properly. So before you take recourse to digestive enzymes, that in my opinion is like learning how to walk on crutches, when you could really rely on your own feet and legs to do a better job even, then you're basically making yourself weaker in the long term. Taking digestive enzymes can also make the body produce less of its own enzymes. It's almost like you tell the body, I have enough enzymes here coming through, I don't have to produce more of my any of my on my own. And so this can weaken the digestive process in the long term. The other thing is that you never quite know how much digestive enzyme is needed to digest a particular type of food. Sometimes we eat more of other foods that don't require them, and then you have a surplus of them, which again can be wasted. On one hand, you're wasting money on enzymes that are not used, or you are confusing the body. So it's better to set the preconditions, cleaning out the liver, taking care of the diet, eating foods that are actually that contain a lot of enzymes themselves, not dead foods or processed foods that have very little life force in them, where the body is not eager to secrete precious enzymes to digest them, because it knows that that food is useless anyway. So eating foods that are really natural will stimulate the body's digestive enzymes, whereas foods that are dead and already decomposed, like meat, even though it may look good, it's not. It's already dead, so it's a cadaver food. The body recognizes that, and it will be very, very cautious in secreting digestive juices in order to digest those types of foods. So again, work with nature, work with the food first, cleaning out the liver, and eating foods when you can actually digest them. If you eat a heavy meal in the evening time, it's not going to get digested properly, because naturally during that time of the evening the digestive secretions are very small, often only 10 to 15% of what they would be at lunchtime. So eat your main meal at lunchtime. You will have plenty of enzymes to play with, and have less food in the morning when enzyme production is less, and in the evening when it is less as well. So I hope that this helps answer your question.